It's a pleasure interpreting what he wants to put on the street. And this year, again, lots is kept in secrecy. Lots of surprises to come. But if you thought the movie was spectacular, where do you see it on Broad Street? Plus, it is the battle of the superpowers for Gotham's sake. And the superpowers are the American heroes versus the evil. And the evil characters are the Joker, the Riddler, Penguin. And then we have going into the battle, VSTV troops, the Power Rangers, and Spider-Man, Batman, Superman, you name it, it's going to be on the street. And again, this is a power club. This is one of the clubs you know you're going to see in one of the top positions at the end of the day.
So in other words, those weekly bingo games pay off here.
Definitely.
Down on Wall Street. Huh?
High-stakes bingo games.
Well, definitely, and behind those warehouse doors lied Gotham City for the last 6 months, and now the world is going to see what a man who can create nothing into something has created tonight.
Well, it's so much fun to sit here in the booth next to Bob Finnegan while he watches his creations take life out there in the street. He tries to stay calm and cool and collected, but I can tell that deep down underneath, he's churning inside, hoping that everything goes well, and it looks spectacular already. If it was just sitting there, it's got to garner a lot of points from the judges. It just looks wonderful, Bob. You've done it again.
Well, you know when he's sitting here that, for once at least, the word talent booth does apply to him.
Yeah, you better believe it.
That's very kind, but the talent is out on that street today. Every member of this club would jump from the second story for their captain, and probably tonight will. And as I say, the mechanisms and the mechanic, he is known for his props, and this is what he excels in, and the genius of how he manipulates the props. And the suit is sort of second nature to what you see live in production. This is what Fancy Brigades is all about.
I also can't help the irony. It probably wasn't even intended because it's not that important, but the Hall of Justice is facing the new Criminal Justice Center right now, and of course right next to City Hall where the old courtrooms are.
I'm sure he'll take anything that helps.
And Bob tells us we might get a chance to see the Batman spotlight played out on either City Hall or the Masonic Temple, or both, as part of this presentation.
Definitely, and a few other little things that he has brought into the street that probably will be first on Broad Street. And again, when you see the type of production he does, you say, how can he top himself? Well, let us watch, sit back and watch.
The crowd's getting restless. They want it to get on. I think they have an idea what's going to happen.
Well, of course, they have something that we cannot see, is what is behind that Hall of Justice. And I can tell them, I know what they're looking at. And again, they are just amazing what he's going to compress into 4 minutes and 30 seconds.
Considering that, oh, here we go. More on that.
I think it was Plato that said it best. Wow. That is unbelievable.
I want to say something, too, about that music. It was absolutely amazing. The music directors Gary Passio and Mike DiNardo came up with some music that was absolutely savage in its intensity. And the whole production design and the dancers and the marshals, the crowd's going wild out there, of course.
Well, amazing enough, that piece is 15th century monks. It is
Carmina Burana. Yeah.
That was adopted in last couple years in New York to dance house music. And of course, he found it, he brought it to Broad Street because he felt it best personified the feel of the high energy that he wanted to get onto that street.
I want to